if you can share that trait so that it can help us, any athlete watching us, any viewer watching us, on how to be able to sustain being at the top.
To me, I don't know, maybe it works to people differently.
Yes.
But to me, first passion, dedication,
yes,
and commitment.
Yes.
Those are the goals.
Ladies and gentlemen, viewers, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening from wherever you're watching us from. It's your host here at Wima Sports, indeed where we champion sports development. And courtesy, we are here at Osoita Lodge, courtesy of Osoita Lodge, indeed where guests become family, and you know the family is growing bigger and bigger and bigger. First, thanks to the Almighty God, and also second, He gives us this talent to grow, and the sports industry is growing in a huge way, not only in the world, but specifically in Africa, specifically in Kenya. And indeed, the future is bright. Ladies and gentlemen, today we have an amazing guest. As you can see, such an amazing gentleman who has done lots of stuff within the fitness industry, within the sports industry. He's played 3 sports. Sit tight to discover much more as we indulge and just get to talk about, you know, the sports he has played. And I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome you, Simon. Karibu sana. And go ahead, take it away. Just introduce yourself and let these lovely viewers know what you do.
Thank you, Wima Sports, for this opportunity.
Yes.
I'm Simon Okeyo, also called Jakachieng. A name from home ground.
From home ground?
Yeah.
Yes.
So today I'm very, very happy to be with the Wima Sport. And I'm willing to share my experience in sports and what I've been doing throughout here.
And ladies and gentlemen, just to let you know, we are talking about from Kenyatta University to captain of the national team. And he let us know, and you'll get to discover more about this. It's Simon Okeyo's game-changing path. And indeed, it's been a game-changing, and it's all about development that he has grown practicing and actively participating in 3 sports. So Simon, can you just tell us about your journey into sports? How did you start playing sports in your life?
Yeah, I started playing sport when I was young. As I can recall, I was in class 3.
Yes.
So back at home, there was a club, the home club, football club. So
yes,
I used to dodge school and go play with the adults. I think that has been a very, very difficult time of my life with my parents.
Yes.
Because my father never liked that. He really preferred me to study.
Studying alone.
You know, as low guys.
Yeah.
No sports.
Kusoma, lazima
usome. No sports. So, as from class 3, I really loved football.
Yes.
At a point also, I did athletics when I was in class 5. So I used to sprint.
Yes.
In class 5. So sport has been in my life ever since. Sometimes I stopped when I was in high school. So because of pressure of parents and studying. So when I was in Form 3, I stopped playing a little to focus on studies. Because I was promised when I come to university, the opportunity is there for me to play.
Yes.
So, but I just braked a little. And when I was in Form 5, I remember there was a time where we were playing just a random football game. And I got an injury on my knee. And then my soccer dream just
started changing now.
Yeah. So when I joined campus, I again joined Kenyatta University school team.
Yes.
But I was still young. I was not built. I had a small body.
You're still a young boy.
Yeah, I had a small body. Yes. So most of coaches never saw me as I can fit in the field. So I never got opportunity to play for the school team.
Yes.
Let's say the first 11 team, the first team. So I braked a little again in soccer because I was seeing like there was no future for me here, though I was determined to be recognized by sport. So when I was in second year, as I was doing my exercise for science degree, there was this unit called softball. I remember I didn't even know about sports science until I was in campus. Yeah, my dream was to pursue pharmacy.
Pharmacy.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So from my high school, got the grade, but I didn't got the cluster marks was not fit. So I was called for sports science in Kenyatta University. So I was, as I was saying, in second year, there was this unit called softball. So I was wondering what softball.
Yes.
This is a game I've never had. I really like sports. I really love sports. I've had almost all sports, but this softball. So the first 2 classes, I was like, it's not a must. I attend this class, you know.
Yes.
And the lecturer who was there was the federation, the president of Federation of Softball, Mr. Karugu.
Mr. Karugu.
A very strict person.
Yeah.
And I think that's why my best lecturer in campus. Very strict.
He is, and indeed, Francis Karugu, we know we've had you here, we've hosted you at Wima Sports. We applaud you because, as he has said on the character traits of Mr. Francis Karugu, I've heard that from other fellow, students that he has lectured, and they always say he's strict, he's serious, and they finish. He was my best lecturer.
Yeah, in my campus, he was my best lecturer.
Yes.
So, the first time I attended the class, so we were doing a drill of throwing. You were just throwing ball. So, Karugu always pairing people.
Yeah.
And then you compete, the last man standing.
Yeah.
So I was the last man standing. Then, I don't know, I thought he just saw something.
Yeah.
And told me to join the Kenyatta University school team. So I wasn't then so convinced on how to play the game. So I still hesitated not to play. So after 2 classes, I called the captain of school team, confirmed with him if I joined the school team. And the captain said no. So he told me, that's a retake. Who likes to fail? So I had no option but to go.
You had no option but to go.
Yeah.
Yes.
So because I love the sport, so when I went there at the field, I found people playing. So just take my glove, started. I never stayed at my original position right now. I used to play outfield because of my speed of sprinting. So I used to play outfield. But also as a pitcher, I was good. I tried pitching sometimes, and the team liked it.
Yeah.
But to me, it wasn't like a position that I want to play. Yeah. So from there, I think it was on I can't recall very well, it was on a Tuesday. Then the Friday of that week, the KU was to go for a series championship.
Yes.
Egerton.
Yes.
And the school gave me an opportunity to represent KU.
For the first time.
For the first time.
Which
Remember,
year? Which third year?
Second year.
Second year.
Yeah.
Yes.
Remember, that was my first week of training. I think I just trained the school team for only 3 days.
3 days.
Friday we were in Egerton. So while we were there, captain was the pitcher. He has a friend called Evans. So while we were there, I think that's my worst series. If I can say my worst series or my worst game of softball. We were thrashed by all teams.
Yes.
All teams. So our last game, it was against, I think, African Nazarene. Yeah, it was against Egerton, our last game.
Yes.
It was against Egerton. So in pitching, the pitcher has to deliver the strikes. So if you don't deliver the strike, if you deliver the balls, 4 balls, you walk the batter to next base. So the pitcher was there, he walked almost 5 people. So his friend Evans became furious. No, we can't do this. You have to even win one game.
Yes.
So he dragged me from outfield. Can you come and pitch? I was like, hey, I've never done this.
Yeah.
At this stage, I don't know, I can't.
Baptism by fire.
Yeah, so I went there, took the class, checked the ball. Then I do what I was told by Karugu. It's always about target, not speed. Just give the ball to the batter, let the fielders do their work.
That's it.
Just give the ball to the target, the first person ate a fly ball. And our fielders caught it in hair and he was out. The second and the third. And when you come batting, the run they were ahead of us with only 1 run. And then we made it with 2, and we won by 1 run.
You won by 1 run.
That was our first game. That's my first win.
Your first win.
So as I was sitting outside the game watching, it was against the JKUAT. By that time, JKUAT was threat with softball.
Really
real
good.
Threat, real threat. I used to admire their game.
Yes.
JKUAT and Multimedia University. They were really good. So I was sitting outside watching. Then there was this coach of JKUAT called Moses. I don't know where he went. Also a good coach. So when I went and asked him how I performed in the game, and he told me, you can be a good pitcher. That's what we need in pitchers, just to give the ball in a strike zone and let someone do. Let the fielder do their job. Yeah.
Second person telling you to motivate you and showing you that you can
do it. So I was like, okay, so if it's this, if pitching can make us win the game, and I like winning, let me be a pitcher.
Yes.
So as we were coming back, there was a lady in KU called Wairimo. Wairimo was the national team. So she started giving me stories, how softball, how they went to Canada. I was like, wow. This is a game that has took someone from a campus to Canada. I want to be one.
Yes.
I want to be one.
Yes.
And I'm always dedicated. And I really like winning. That's my nature. I don't like losing. So when I went back to campus, I started training. So as I was training for pitching, I wasn't good. So I started Googling what do pitchers do, the fitness level. So I sometimes went sneak in the school gym. You know, you have to pay.
You have to pay, yeah.
Now I'm sneaking in, doing some biceps.
Yes.
Push up, then
working on the right parts of the body for
where I need the power to do. So after some 2 weeks, there was a national team selection.
Yes.
So Mr. Karugu called me, told me there is a national team selection. You can come try your luck.
Wow.
So I was like,
that's in a span of how long since you 1 month?
1 month, yeah.
Mungu ni nani?
Yeah, things are going very fast. So I was like, hey, this guy really sees something, and I have to prove myself. Yeah, that I can. Let me not disappoint him. So the selection was in JKUAT. So there was a ladies team and men's team. By that time, there were some pitchers, good pitchers. So when I went there during selection, everybody were being asked about the position you want to play. Which position do you want to play? Like, so I'm looking at the pitchers that are there. And I'm wondering, hey, will I manage? Yes. Because these people are very good. So the coach who was there, he never knew I can make it. Yeah. So she told me I can. So I was in like a, do you really want to play this position? Then Karugu like joking. He's like a sarcastic person. Yeah. So he came and told me, hey, will you manage really? You can go look for another position. I told Karugu, no. I have to be the pitcher. Yes. This is what I want. Yeah, I have to be the pitcher. So I was the pitcher. So they made 2 teams. Yes. Team A and Team B for men. So you know, Team A, that's strong. Those are known. Those who play the game. Yeah. I'm in Team B. So we were playing against ladies. And these are ladies who are from Canada. They are so experienced as men. Exposed, yes. They thrashed Team A. Ladies, eh? So I was like, wow, a ladies beating men. So the coach gave a Team B a chance to play with ladies too. So I was given an opportunity to pitch. At that time I wasn't bad, but I was improving. So just like I say, just deliver the ball, let the players do that. Yeah. So there was one person at the first base, then there was one out. Then there was a lady who came to bat, and when I pitched, they hit the ball back to me directly. So I don't know where the reflex came from. Just like that, my face and caught the ball in the air. And the first baser was already out of the base.
Yeah.
It was then we removed 2 people at a time, called double play. And that's how Team B won.
And that's how you beat them?
Yeah, and I was like, oh, I see my journey now. This is my place.
Yes.
So I started training. Every morning I'm waking up before I go to class.
Yes.
From 6, I used to go to the field, train on my own. I didn't have a catcher to train with, so there is a wall in KU I used to use. So I just mark my strike zone. Yeah. And then pitch there. So Karigo usually came. When Karigo come to class with the class, it was like, hey, guy, where do you want to go to Olympics? You're really training. In a span of 1 month, I was like, of 2 months, I was like becoming the best pitcher.
After 2 months?
Yeah, my speed very increased. So I was like, hey.
You ended up, long story short, you ended up being the captain of the softball men's national team last year?
Yeah, that was 2022.
2022. Yeah. And what were some of your responsibility, and what does it mean? What did it mean to you, representing your country? Was it the first time you wore Kenya international?
My first time.
How's the experience?
Being a captain wasn't that, because I used to be captain in KU. Yes. For school team. But now the national team captain, it was like a big responsibility. And the worst part of it, we had 2 teams going outside the country. We had the under 23 and the seniors. We were the seniors. So I was the captain of seniors and under 23. Wow. Overall. And these people that student, university student, you have to control them. Yes. And people sometimes doesn't like how you rule or how you do, but you have to make them. The coaches also want the right result. So it was a very big challenge for me, being a captain of the national team. But also I was very, very happy for this opportunity. Yeah. Because I don't know if I could have made that. Yes. You've mentioned playing multiple positions, in softball and baseball5, including being a pitcher, being a shortstop. Can you share some insights into the challenges and strategies of playing these positions effectively? Yeah, like I said, I did sports science. Yes. So I have the science knowledge in sports. Yes. So I do train. I do my training. I understand my body. I'm always agile and fast. So as a pitcher, in softball, I prefer pitching as my position. Because that's where I train myself to be who I am right now. So my journey, when I started playing baseball, I tried pitching. So the pitching of baseball and softball are different. Softball we pitch underarm, baseball we pitch over. So I tried playing for KU baseball team. When I was pitching, so I normally, after game, I was like, I feel my shoulders are not my shoulder. Yeah. So if I look at my journey, what I want to achieve. Yes. And this is the only instrument that I have. That's the only asset, eh? Yeah, I can't afford to lose this. Yes. So I changed my position in pitching in baseball. So I tried third base. Yeah. And now the throws, what I did, the reactions, I was like, this is a good position for me. So I started playing third base too. So after some time now, after experience the game, I tried another position of shortstop. Shortstop is moving a lot. And I like moving. I don't like just standing in a position. I like covering. So I again tried that position, and it was just fitting for me. Then at a point I tried even catching. So that was my last. I promised myself that before I finish my career in sports, or before I become now a coach, fully coach, I have to play this position. So I tried catching. I was like, I can do this. You can do this. So the only key of being this position, all this position, is you have to know what you want. And you have to decide if is it a must? I play this. And if I'm playing this position, will it affect my primary position?
Yeah.
You know, in pitching, we use a lot of our hands.
Yes.
And in infield plays, we use short throws. I don't need a long throw that will affect this shoulder of mine. So I need plays I can do short throws. So that's how I become in these positions.
It makes you be very effective.
Yeah.
You spoke of how, studying sports science has helped you to understand your body, to know which positions you're very fully effective in. And this has helped you excel evidently through your career path. How did your time at Kenyatta University, where you studied, sports science, and all this contribute to the development as an athlete currently and also as a trainer, because you're in the fitness industry?
Yeah, sports science has helped me a lot. And when I was in KU, through sports science, there is this unit called biomechanics.
Yes.
It always talks about how we involve science, mechanics of science in sports. There is the physiology, anatomy. You have to understand your muscles, your body, how to work. All this knowledge brought together sometimes help me. It sometimes even make difficult for national team coaches to coach me.
Yes.
Sometimes we argue with them a lot because
they end up consulting you.
No, not even consulting. Sometimes they have idea.
Yes.
But how they do it sometimes is not what I expect. So you see, I try sometimes to challenge them.
Yes.
When you're challenging your leader, it always becomes a problem.
Becomes a problem.
Yeah.
If they're not open-minded, they feel now this guy is making look bad.
Yeah. So sometimes, but the knowledge of sports science has helped me know how to recover, how to be effective how to prepare myself when the game is coming, how to, even mental strength in it. I think even as I was starting sports, I had these frustrations when I'm losing.
Yeah.
I was so frustrated. I'm still working on it right now, but at least it has developed. I could become mad. I think when I used to play with the MMU, they learned that this guy, when they are losing, if you just provoke him, you will be
out.
Yeah. So they used to do that and they win. But at a point, I learned how to manage this. Not fully right now, but I'm still trying. Sure. So through knowledge of sports science, I've developed to know when to do this, when not to do this, and how to recover myself after every training.
Do you think sports science is a huge factor in sports in Kenya? If you look at now other teams, how people train, you're talking about recovery and all this.
To me, sports science is a good contribution. So when teams look at rugby,
yes,
rugby I think is the most sport using science in it. You will find the sports analysts. They just take the data, combine them, and then train.
Yeah. Through
sports, if you do that with your sports, if you involve science in sports, I think it becomes very easier to understand.
Yes.
If you know, like in softball, Simon is pitching 50 balls. After 50 balls, he's not a good pitcher. He's trying to play low.
Start struggling.
That's how we start. You see? So the knowledge of science in sports.
So it's really important for also a coach to understand that.
So much.
Do you think Kenyan sports, we use statistics and data a lot to help us know such things?
If I might say, not that much, but I think we are heading there.
We are heading there.
I think last time we had a meeting with the Olympics committee, and they are planning to bring science into sports.
Yes.
And they are developing a course that if you want to be a coach, you have to study it.
You have to study it, and you get that certification.
Yeah. And I think that will be our best opportunity.
Thank you for steering and fighting for that. Even at that level, because indeed, sports science is the key to success. That's what makes us different, and makes. In terms of talent-wise, I believe Kenya, we are really talented.
So much.
The only thing is, saa zingine tuko na kienyeji mingi.
But we are talented.
Yeah.
Like, I remember when, in 2019,
Yes.
when I represented Kenya in Baseball Olympics qualifiers.
Yes.
We played at Lenana against East Africa qualifiers. So we were 3 teams.
Yes.
Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. So there was this coach from MLB.
Yes.
He's a scout. He's Major League Baseball. So he came to Kenya to look for talent.
Yes.
Though we are not in that level that they need us to be, but what he saw was like
Huge
you
potential.
people, because he found a field that you have bumps everywhere. But you see how these kids are playing.
Yes.
It was like, people, you are very talented.
And we have someone in East Africa playing in the MLB, right? From Uganda, I think?
Yes, yeah, David. I call David. David someone.
Okay.
Yeah, there is one. As a catcher.
We hope and pray, brother, that one day, in whichever position, God puts you in that level. Because you've worked hard, you're still working hard. Yeah. So what were some of your most memorable experiences, playing for KU softball team for the 5 years?
Like I said, the first one was I think at my first game. That was my first win. The first game, that was my first win.
Yes.
Then there was this time we used to be number 2. We were being thrashed by JQuat.
Yes.
So much. JQuat was I think, to me, there is no other team I've ever faced in Kenya than JQuat.
Yeah.
They were the very toughest team. So there was this, I think it was in 2016. No, 2017 I was nominated as the MVP of softball, the series.
Congratulations.
So I still tried to train to be best. So there was a final against JQuat in 2017, I think.
Yes.
Against KU. So I just promised myself that this must be our first win. So I keep on training, pitching till I do. And on that game, we beat JQuat and won the trophy, the first trophy for number 1 in the series. And I was like, now we have made it.
Yes.
And as from that day, JQuat never beat us again.
Never again.
They never, until I came out of KU.
Out of KU. So there is this aspect where, you guys tested number 1. What made you stay there and dominate there until you left KU? And if you can share that trait so that it can help us, any athlete watching us, any viewer watching us, on how to be able to sustain being at the top.
To me, I don't know, maybe it works to people differently.
Yes.
But to me, first passion, dedication,
yes,
and commitment.
Yes.
Those are the goal.
Passion, dedication, commitment. Yes.
Passion. Are you passionate enough for the game you are playing?
Yeah.
What do you want to achieve in it? Your goals. When your passion will drive you.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dedication. Are you dedicated in your position? If I'm a pitcher, am I dedicated to make the team win? Do I want to pitch? I'm dedicated to be a pitcher.
Yeah.
That will also push you. Then commitment. Training, recovery. What you do after that? What do you do? You find you're a student still in KU, or you only have two hours of training, as from 4 to maybe 6 or 7. 2 hours of training. So 2 hours of training is not enough.
True.
Yeah. 2 hours of training is not enough.
Yeah.
What do you do after that? I remember there was this lady, I think the national team pitcher, ladies. I think she's a captain also. It's called Liz. There was a time we used to train with her she's a pitcher. So she came from MMU to Kenyatta University.
Yeah.
We train. We are learning from each other.
Yes.
What do you want to know? What Liz does that I'm not doing that makes him best, and I want to be. So commitment, I think those are the key
major things.
Yeah.
You're not only a player, but also a trainer and a fitness coach. How do you get to balance your roles, as a player, as a fitness coach, and other things in life, family, social life? And how do they end up complementing each other? Also being a fitness coach and being a professional athlete in softball.
Yeah, as a fitness trainer, through fitness training, I've learned on how to deal with people.
Yes.
Because I'm not just training someone I used to know.
Yeah.
No, I'm training someone
totally a new person. Yeah.
And how am I going to interact with this person?
Yes.
To make him understand, you see. So through personal training, physical training, I've learned on how to deal with my team.
Yeah.
A little bit. So everybody has a different characteristics. So for me to complement them, to work together, but through training, how I train people outside as well. Then again, it's becoming difficult for me right now. In Kenya you have to survive.
Yeah, that's true.
And as we know, softball and baseball or Baseball5, that well renowned in Kenya that you can say you can now be
earn a living from it. Yeah.
So I have to work.
Yes.
So through fitness, this is how I work. And sometimes now, my days of training,
it affects. Yeah.
But I still manage because I have to keep myself fit. Because I don't know when the national team can be called.
Yeah.
And when I'm called,
you have to be ready.
So I have to keep on training.
Yeah.
So still I'm in the field, but now what I used to do that made me at my prime and time is. So I think that's some of the things that have made me to try to play another position.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha. You've been in this sports for a long time. This is softball, baseball, and coming new Baseball5. Before even we talk about Baseball5, what are some of the challenges and opportunities? You've already mentioned one. It's not well known. You have to look for other sources of income and all that. And what are some of the challenges and opportunities you see the growth of these sports in the country?
If I say about the opportunities or the growth of softball, I think maybe in 3 years, softball and Baseball5 and baseball will be renowned. Like if you look at right now, softball is in CBC.
Yes.
I think last time when the previous weekend I was in Kakamega, we had a game in Kakamega. So I was walking with a bat after game in the streets and met a certain kid.
Yeah.
And I was like, these are bad, this is good. So it's like they're being taught right now.
Yes.
At least at the primary level, they have started knowing the game. Not like us that we knew the game in campus.
Yes.
See?
Yes.
That's a growth. That's what we are happy with.
Yes.
Another thing is, look, like right now, softball and baseball is being included in Olympics 2028. It's something that
wasn't there before.
We are very happy for that.
Yeah.
In Kenya, right now, I think in Kusa Games, National Kusa Games, Baseball5 is included.
Yes.
That's a very good thing for us.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. In 2026 Olympics youth, Baseball5 is there.
Awesome. Wow.
Yeah. So if these sports are being grown right now, I think if we can manage to take our youths to Olympics, popularity of the game will be known.
Yeah. And that's true. That's true, viewers. If you don't know the fastest growing sport, and mark my word, here in Kenya, there's this one sport that's going to take over the streets. I know we've played a Joala and all these things on the streets. There's Baseball5, people. There's Baseball5. And maybe just so you don't know much about Baseball5, Simon will let us know more about Baseball5. What is Baseball5?
Yeah, Baseball5 is a modern game of softball and baseball.
Yes.
Put together.
Street version, right?
It's a street version game. Just only need a ball. The rest is you.
That's you.
That's you. You can play it everywhere.
Yes.
As long as you have a space of 18 by 18 meters.
Viewers, imagine 18 by 18 peke. 18 by 18. All you need is a ball, not really even the official Baseball5 ball.
Tennis ball.
You can use the normal tennis ball. Unaona hata ile imeisha imechapa imeisha hiyo, it still works. Yeah. That's all you need to have fun, enjoy, interact, network, and watch out. Coming soon here at Wima Sports, something cooking for Baseball5. watch this space. Simon, you guys are doing so much great work, you know. I usually really, as Wima Sports, we really respect the cultivators, you know, the athletes who work hard to lay the foundation, which you guys have done together with Mr. Francis Karugu, plus all other teammates you have to lay this foundation for the future. Softball is now in the CBC, as you've mentioned. Things are getting better. Tell us about the Nairobi Field of Dreams.
That's something even we are happy about right now.
Yes.
Like all my years of playing, we have never have a field of playing a serious field like this are now softball field.
Yes.
Sometimes the hockey field, rugby fields, football fields. But right now we are getting a dream field of softball and baseball. It's something I think we are so very excited about.
Yes.
And this field, like the way the builders, those who have volunteered to help us do this, what they are bringing into this field, I think we have gaining an opportunity here now to start competing with our neighbors, Uganda.
Yes.
Yeah. You know, Uganda is at least a little bit
slightly higher. Yeah.
Ahead of us in softball and baseball. But now we are having a field, we are having equipment coming.
Yes.
Yeah, a field in a box.
Yes.
Coming.
Courtesy of if we build it. Of a good friend of us called Thomas. We salute you, brother.
Yeah.
Together with his co-founder Kevin.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we are very happy and we are very thankful for that.
Yes.
It's an opportunity that I think will help us. So let me say, like as all the players, we growing up, you know, we can be coaches very soon. But now the kids that are coming after us, because we have the knowledge, we have the field, we have the equipment.
That's
what
it.
makes them
That's it.
Our dream, even if we don't achieve it right now, but we'll achieve it on the other way.
That's true.
Yeah.
I like that. I like your passion for this. And before we jump out of Baseball 5, can you just tell us about your competitions? And you know, you guys played in the world level, and just let the viewers know what position Kenya is in Baseball 5.
Yeah, Baseball 5 is a very fun game. I think I used to love softball, but right now I'm getting in. I'm cheating.
You're cheating on softball.
Yeah, I'm cheating.
Yes.
I'm getting to love Baseball 5. It's a very fast game. Our first competition was in Dar es Salaam.
Yes.
To last year, March, where we became number 2 in the continent. And that number 2, we became number 2 because of injury. You know, Baseball 5 is being played, is played by both genders.
Yeah.
You have to have ladies and men, 2/3 at every time. So we had an injury of 2 ladies already.
Wow.
And they were our strongest ladies.
Wow.
And we were playing against South Africa in the final. And that's how we lost it. Because, you know, for you to win, your ladies also must
be in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we lost that, but we became number 2.
Yeah.
We got an opportunity to represent a country in World Cup level in November last year. Though sometimes we say the government sometimes disappoint us, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here Wima really tried to help us mobilize people to contribute for us, which we thank you all Kenyans for doing that for us.
Yeah.
But we wish this time the government will chip in.
Yes.
So when we were in Mexico, by the help of IOC, the National Olympics Committee, we became number 8 in the world. A position I don't think is there any sport in top 10 in Kenya, if not athletics.
If not
athletics. I think even rugby is not in number top 10.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not. And viewers, imagine with all that. So imagine if they had everything running smoothly. Why not top 3? Why not top 3? And we always rally a call to all corporates, you know, not only the government. We need to start investing in sports. We need to start investing in our sports team. It's what will grow the magical Kenya brand. It's what will grow what we do here at Wima Sports, you know, championing sports development. It's what will market the country. It's what will create job opportunities that, you know, our President Ruto is talking about. I mean, the sports industry is super huge. please, please, please think of that industry, invest in it. It's very lucrative, and you'll soon discover how much we can do as a country. Can you, what do you believe are the key skills, and qualities that make a successful or softball or baseball athlete?
Like I said, qualities are different from everyone.
Yes.
To be a player. You just have to know but there are three components, three major qualities. Passion, dedication, and commitment.
That stays.
That's my motto.
Yes.
Passion, dedication, and commitment.
Yes.
If you have passion in the game, you will be who you want to be.
True that.
If you are committed to that game, you will be who you want to be.
Yeah.
And that's what I can tell the young players. Or those who are still in campus, or those who are still playing at high school. Passion, dedication, and commitment.
We had to get that to be stressed out, because it's really key. Passion, commitment, dedication. Could you share any inspiring moments that you've had in the sport?
Yeah, a lot. I think, like let me say, in softball.
Yes.
There was this time. There was when I was in second year. So our team was not that strong, but we needed more players. We were like we had 5 friends from sports science.
Yeah.
That we joined the team, and we changed everything in the team. We made a team to be like, you have to train to play.
Yeah.
And everybody knew that, because with the knowledge of sports, you can't just play without training.
Yeah.
Then Mr. Karugo came to us and told us there is a guy in KU who was scouted by major leagues and used to play baseball. So can we look away of making this guy play for us? So I was like, wow, there is a guy in Kenya who has got an opportunity with an MLB, Major League Baseball, in South Africa to be scouted. So I was like, I want to see this guy.
Yes.
And he's a good friend of mine. It's called Brian Manyeki. Right now, he's the best umpire in Baseball5.
Best umpire in Baseball5.
I think
officiated finals, right?
Yeah, he officiated the finals
of the
in the World Cup of seniors. Last month, he officiated the juniors bronze medal. He's a good guy. Guy. So I was like, who is this guy? I want to see this guy. Because, I like being number one anyway. But now there is a guy who has this experience more than me. I want to see this guy.
Yeah.
So when he came, he was like a simple guy, like, hey.
Chilled.
Yeah, so I was like, hey, I want to be but I want to be better than this guy.
Yes.
Yeah. So I was like, I'm training. We're training like a team, but I have to train on myself to be better than them.
Yeah.
So I have to learn what Manyeki is best at and what he's not best at. And if he's not best in this, and I can't reach his best, I have to be best in what is weak in.
Yes.
So
to complement each other, and the team becomes stronger.
So Manyeki, that was my first inspiring moment.
Yes.
In softball or in the game. Another one was opportunity to play the Olympics qualifiers. Like these are platforms that you don't know if you can achieve very easily.
Yeah.
So I was like, hey, Olympics playing, I have to work for this.
Yeah.
Then national team calling. My friend have been just playing for clubs, school, maybe back at home. I used to play with the club at home.
Yeah.
I've never get opportunity for national team.
Yes.
So when Karibu called me, told there's a national team training. And when I went there, I saw what people are doing, and I want to be in that team, I really had to train.
You had to train. Do you have any role models?
That's true. If you see my jerseys, my jersey number is 17.
Yes.
Number 1 is me. I want always to be the best.
Yes.
Number 1.
Yes.
But 7 is my idol, Cristiano Ronaldo. I love the guy.
You love the guy. He inspires you a lot.
You can't say anything against Ronaldo and I'll be like, even if it's wrong, I'll be like, no.
No.
Even if you're a fan of Messi, even, no. But me...
What does he inspire? What do you learn a lot from Ronaldo?
The way the guy trains. His training. He didn't just wake up because of talent and he became the best. The way he trains to be there. He's dedicated in the game to be the best. Yeah. You will see Ronaldo is always frustrated when he's losing, but he still have to be in the game.
Yeah.
Because of the mentality of winning. And that's what I've developed in me. I have to be that way. So to me, it's Ronaldo every time.
Ronaldo every time. So there's this that you've learned in sports, and that's your mantra. How do you relate it in life? How do you lift it from sports, bring it to life, and just keep working hard in life as well?
In sports, you have to be disciplined.
Yeah.
You have to be disciplined in what you do. For you to be a national team player, you have to be disciplined in sport to reach there. The discipline in sport has made me be disciplined in myself, and even in my job.
Yeah.
My clients will tell me I'm so strict. Yeah, but the others who I train for fitness, they tell you are so strict. You don't even bend rules. No, it's not that I don't bend rules. I just learn it from sport. If I don't be disciplined in my job, I won't achieve it.
You won't achieve it.
And that discipline in sport, that's what's driving me right now. Even in the real world.
And now you're impacting people's health and lives.
Yeah, and I tell them that if you want to achieve your goal, if you want to lose weight, you have to be disciplined.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true and very powerful. We've had softball, we've had baseball, and a layman maybe does not know. What are some of the differences between the two or similarities between the two?
Baseball and softball are the same. They're just sisters and brothers. The difference is field, baseball field, and softball field. Baseball is a little bit bigger. Another difference in softball and baseball, maybe the bat and the ball.
Yeah.
And the mechanic of pitching. As I said, softball we pitch and down. Baseball we pitch over. Those are the difference. The rules, the same.
Rules are all the same.
Rules the same. Yeah.
As a fitness coach, what advice can you give aspiring athletes, and not just aspiring athletes as well, to improve their physical condition, overall performance in sports? There are things that are important now as strength and conditioning, mobility, and all these things. What advice can you give to these athletes looking at that camera?
Yeah, the first advice I can give an athlete as a fitness coach, first you as an athlete, you have to understand yourself. You have to understand your body. For that, if you have a trainer somewhere, you will explain for a trainer what you want after understanding your body. Because when you understand your body, you can't tell me as a coach, you don't understand your body and I understand your body more than you. No.
Yeah.
It won't work.
Yes.
You first have to understand your body, then explain it to your coach. So when let's say when you are doing conditioning, what are you conditioning? You're not just conditioning yourself. What do you want to achieve? Learning your body first, then the rest will follow. You will know what to do.
Yes.
Even your coach, when you explain for him what you know, you're like, okay, this guy wants to achieve this. I have to work towards this. Not just work over a thing. If I want to be, let's say in softball, I have a player who is a good batter, but is weak or is slow in a reaction. How do I have to work again with him? I will not just be focusing on his batting. He's good at batting. I have to work on how the reaction, the agility, the speed. Yeah.
Yes.
You see, knowing your body, then you work towards that.
Powerful. Powerful. What are your future goals, aspirations as a professional athlete? Either Kenya or internationally?
In Kenya, sometimes I always say, I want to be Karugu.
Yes. The president of the federation.
Maybe one day, one time,
yes,
I want to be there. But for sometimes, I still, after playing, maybe coach. International, I want to represent Kenya in an international podium and come back with a gold. We brought silver, but this is for Africa.
Yes.
So international, like World Cup maybe, come with a silver or gold.
We're wishing you the best. We believe you can do it.
And I'm hoping we will do it in this year in China. We're having a World Cup. If we qualify for World Cup in China, of Baseball5, and I hope.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You can do it. We believe in you. As Wima Sports, we are wishing you guys all the best at it. And with the leadership you have, with all that you have, we believe you can rally a team and make it happen. And the understanding of science.
Thank you. Let's not forget that.
Yes.
Science in it.
Science in it.
Yeah.
Any upcoming projects, events related to softball, baseball, Baseball5?
Yeah, we have softball. We have African qualifiers in South Africa.
Yes.
On February next year, 25th to 3rd of March. Again, we have Baseball5 qualifiers for Africa in Cape Verde on 5th to 10th of February next year, which we are right now from here going to the field
to train.
Yeah, for Baseball5.
Yeah.
Another project we have right now is Field of Dreams.
Field of Dreams.
Can't forget to mention that. Field of Dreams.
Field of Dreams.
Field of Dreams is coming.
Powerful as its name.
Yeah.
The Field of Dreams
is coming. That's a very big project.
Yes.
And we wish every Kenyans, if you can if you build it, you can still help us to contribute, help us build the field.
Yes.
Let those who can sponsor the construction, you're all welcome.
Yes. To all Kenyans, as we rally a call, just as our friend here said, Jakachieng, we rally a call to us, to support this. This is the Nairobi Field of Dreams. And indeed, through it, lots of dreams will come to life of past players, of current players, and of future players to come. In a huge way, if you want to be part of this, look at ifwebuiltit.org, get to see what they do, and let's make this work, Sakaja usually says, let's make Nairobi work. Sakaja, we ask you to come make If We Built It work, the Nairobi Field of Dreams, which will be part of what you do, and also part of Iko County Gani Letena? Kiambu County. Let's do this. So finally, what message or advice would you like to share with the young athletes, who are dreaming of pursuing a career in softball, in baseball or Baseball5 or any other sport? What advice?
The advice I can give to young aspiring players,
yes,
never give up. Never give up. If you don't get the opportunity right now, it will come.
Yeah.
And don't listen to what people tell you that you can't do. There is no man who can't do anything. To me, I believe that. Everyone was born a winner. Remember that. For you to be born, you are a winner. The first race, you are a winner.
You won. You won the first race.
The first race, you won. You are a winner. So be passionate, work hard, just keep on fighting for what you want. Don't give up. You will reach there. It doesn't matter how long or when or what, you will reach there. In softball, everyone is welcome.
Yeah.
Keep on training, maintaining your discipline level. One day you will reach the level that we once dreamed we have reached right now.
On to the quickfire segment. Your best sports documentary?
Ronaldo's documentary.
Ronaldo.
Yeah, and another one, there's a player in baseball, Major League Baseball.
Yes,
it's called Aaron Judge. I also like the guy. Yeah, I'm a fan of Yankees in baseball.
Yankees, eh? New York Yankees.
New York Yankees, yeah.
Wow. Your best sports athlete? Ronaldo. Locally, Kenya, Africa?
In Africa, I always dream of being Didier Drogba.
Didier Drogba. Wow.
Yeah, Yeah, that's when I was playing softball.
Football.
Yeah, Didier Drogba.
Such an amazing guy as well. Your best sports recovery equipment or method of recovery?
Cold therapy. Yeah. So I know most of people doesn't know it, but cold therapy. I like cold therapy. After sports or after my workout, I like doing cold therapy. Maybe I can do it in a pool. I just go to a swimming pool. Be there even for 15 minutes. I can just be in a pool just seated. That cold. It relaxes my muscle. Then also sleep. Sleep is a good recovery.
The most underrated recovery.
Yeah, sleep.
Most cheapest, underrated.
Sleep. After game, don't just go have fun. Take yourself somewhere, relax. Give yourself a sleep. This is another way of me recovery. And players don't forget to stretch after every training. Stretch yourself. Maybe some massage also can help you. Recovery. Yeah.
How important is stretching?
Stretch is very important because remember your muscles have really worked. They have contracted. So you have to bring them back to their normal position. You have to stretch back, cool down yourself. Sometimes we always like doing it on group session. You know, you're the player. You're the player. You're the one who have played. The way you have played, the way you have run, it's not me. So you're the one who knows where you need to stretch. So even after the groups stretch, look for your individual stretches. If not that, do cold therapy. It will help you stretch yourself.
True that.
I always look for how Ronaldo recover.
Hey man, Ronaldo is serious with recovery.
You see, and that's why the guy is everything.
Recently, I was watching him. I follow him. I was watching him get into some room. I think it was a cold room or something.
That's how he do. Man, you can see a 38-year-old doesn't even look like a
38-year-old.
So cold therapy.
Germaine hapa 33 kitambi inakuja.
Kimwambia aoge na maji baridi atakwambia.
Na hii baridi.
Na hii baridi.
Indeed, Simon, was great having you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. It's been a long time. We've been working on this for a long time. But I always say, God's timing is perfect. You're such an inspiration, to many, not just in softball and Baseball5. You change lives in the fitness industry. You impact people's life in huge ways that sometimes they don't say it. And, there are people that look up to you, known, unknown. Some have not expressed it. What can you say to those people looking at that camera? More so, a young person, 17-year-old you, what would you leave them with?
There's now the hardest part.
You've been here before. You can do it.
This is the hardest part. I'm giving advice to someone.
Yes.
But what I can tell you is always that that's the way you say God's timing. God's timing. Every time, wherever you are, at every point you are, don't look at yourself like you won't achieve it. Have the mentality of one day I will be there, and keep on walking that step. No matter how hard it is, keep on fighting for that. Don't listen to negative points or negative advices. Focus on your path. You will achieve what you want. After achieving it, maintain it. That's where we go wrong sometimes as athletes. After achieving it, I've
reached there.
And that's how we lose it.
Achieve
it, maintain it. That's all. Keep on working, everyone. Keep on training. Look at everything. We don't have more in Kenya. We don't have more of coaches that can help you. But still, right now we have phones. Go to YouTube.
Yeah.
Even if you're an 18-year-old, You want to learn softball, just go back to your grassroots.
Yeah.
There are coaches who coach under 12. Start from there. The path is long, but you will reach there.
As we wrap it up, Simon, probably the last question, this has been an intense, very, very great interview we've had and great conversations. Do you think sports as a career is viable in Kenya? Growing up, you had this tussle in high school. Your parents say, you lazima usome, we nani? Nyakiyud, bwana.
Nani tu. Kama ukui lawyer, ama ukui daktari.
Engineer.
Lazima.
Yes.
To me, what I can say, sport has very, very many opportunities than this. I wish our government can invest more in sport. I think the most of youths in Kenya will have the jobs. Sport is very big. Sport is very big. Like, sometimes I always tell my friends, I'm not employed, but I still work through the knowledge of sport. So you don't need to. I think sport
it's a career that
exists.
And you are employed.
Yeah.
That's your employment.
Yeah.
Yes.
So try. Let's not, our leaders focus on this. Let's not just go focus on these white collar jobs.
Yeah.
But when you work in sports, sport is a career for everyone.
Yeah. And viewers, will wrap it up with that. Sports is a career, as Simon has said it, and we acknowledge that. And that's why we champion sports development. Just as a lawyer, just as a doctor, just as an engineer, sports is a career that you can be successful in it if you put in the work, if you follow the right paths. It's not yet well structured in Kenya, but indeed, as Simon earlier said, we are getting there. We are improving. We are working towards it. So just keep on doing what you do and pursue it as a career. If you'd like to get to know more about him, we'll have him on our description box in his whole social media channels. You can just sidebar him, get to know what he does, get to interact with him as a fitness specialist and as a fitness coach as well. And it's only here at Wima Sports that we champion sports development. And we are at Osoita Lodge, indeed, where guests become family. It's your host signing out, Germaine Odhiambo. Salute.